In the past month, Nintendo released a brand new open world game called The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and it breaks the conventions of previous traditional titles. After spending a solid 23 minutes on this game, I could finally give my opinion on it, and I think I found the greatest game of the century. That game is GTA 5.
At least I didn't have to ride the bus.
But today, I'm going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. In The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, you play as a young boy named Zelda, who woke up from his 100-year nap next to a dead bear after snoozing his alarm so many times. Zelda leaves the cave, and he eventually finds Princess Peach, who gives him various quests to get an invite to Lord Ganon's dinner party. Ha, have fun doing fetch quests for the rest of your life. Zelda finds his trusty Master Sword laying on the ground in front of a building, and goes on an adventure. After defeating unnecessary boss battles, you finally confront Ganon about why he hasn't invited you to his dinner party in a climactic final battle. This game utilizes excellent character development to advance the plot, and features interesting dynamic characters like Zelda and this furry. He's my favorite. Throughout the story, you're constantly reminded of the theme of how eating your greens is good for you, since the main goal is to go to a dinner party. I must say, Nintendo really incorporated this theme better than any other game I've ever seen, due to an increased reliance of cabbages more than any other Zeldas. Nintendo recognizes that their core audience, 30-something-year-olds, grew up from the good old days of the Xbox One Scorpio, so they made the game more realistic, maybe a little too realistic. One can really appreciate this purposeful design choice, as it emphasizes the severity of the plot and how it reflects the real life. The game almost seems unrecognizable compared to past Nintendos, but there are still references in the game, like how it refers to Ocarina of Time because there are weapons, or how it references A Link to the Past, since both games have graphics. It's still nice to see that some things stay the same. The music composed for The Legend of Peach: Death of the Wind perfectly matches the feels of the game. Nintendo made the smart decision of making all of the music silent to reflect how alone you are in the vast, lonely world. The ambient soundtrack really immerses the player into the lifelike world. The League of Zelda Breathe the Link takes combat and makes it impossible, which is a smart move. Zelda can die in so many ways, from getting stung by guardians to tripping on a rock and falling 2 feet. A new revolutionary physics engine was incorporated in the game. It's pretty good. There are a variety of enemies that can one-shot you, and on top of that, Nintendo really broke Zelda conventions by getting rid of the Z target. Now you have to manually aim your sword with motion controls to swing in the right direction, something that every Zelda fan has been asking for. Again, another wise decision, since this incentivizes the player to explore new strategies to use. An effective strategy I always utilize is to throw all of my 54 cabbages at my enemies using telemagnekinesis. It works every time. Even though we are given this giant open world to explore, Nintendo just had to keep us from having fun with the stamina system. which prevents the player from climbing too far. Nintendo? More like Nintendo, don't play the game at your own pace. Am I right? The Lost Bout is a fantastic game with an emotional story, amazing soundtrack, and engaging combat system. I give it a 7.8 out of 10. Too much water. What a shame.